Please rise for our national anthem. Good evening, and welcome to the 107th commencement ceremony at Soto High School. My name is Kevin Thomas, and I'm honored to be finishing my first year as principal alongside the graduating class of 2026. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests, faculty, and families. First, I would like to introduce those joining us near stage. Our USD 232 Superintendent, Dr. Corey Gibson, as well as our Board of Education, including Board President Stephanie Macklis, Vice President Brandy Jonathan, Board Members Chad Philhauer, Ashley Spalding, Lucy Rumsey DeWitt, Callie Malloy, and Anna Wynn. Also up front with us today is our faculty speaker, chosen by the class of 2026, Mr. Mike Murphy. Our counselors are also with us, Ms. Chrissy Johns, Abby Harder, Lainey Graham, and Caitlin Morrell. I want to take a moment to thank members of our district administrative staff who were critical in supporting today's commencement. Mr. Alvy Cater, Brian Schwanz, Ms. Deb Atwell, and the entire custodial facility staff. Thank you. I also want to thank our building administrative team, Ms. Abby Huggins, Michelle Mages, and Kat Monroe, as well as our administrative assistants, Ms. Lori Cater, Ann Cahoon, and our registrar, Ms. Jane Stanton. Thank you. And one last group, the teachers in the field today, sitting on each side of the students. We appreciate you and thank you as well. All right, seniors, it's time to get started. We'll now begin the commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. First, we'd like to begin by recognizing students that have completed all 13 years of their education in USD 232. Those of you who have spent your entire educational career in USD 232, starting in kindergarten, and are now joining us here today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And thank you for contributing to what makes USD 232 a special school district. As we continue to celebrate, please welcome our first senior speaker to the stage, Miss Charlotte Wallen.
Good evening, I'm Charlotte. When helping me come up with ideas for my speech, my grandpa said, "My advice is to try not to blow the first impression, and even more important, pay attention to the last one." So for those of you who don't know me, consider this my attempt to make a good first impression. When looking back on high school, We tend to focus on the moments that we actually spent at school. We focus on the classes, the grades, the awkward assigned group projects, performing CPR on a dummy in gym class, and driving to school behind a windshield that you forgot to defrost. And while those moments make up for a majority of our high school experience, they don't make up the whole experience of growing up. So instead of focusing on school during this speech, I want to dedicate this one to appreciating something more, our lives outside of it. Growing up is not just about finishing high school. It's about getting your permit and learning to drive for the first time, while your mother holds on tightly to her seatbelt and claims that you took that turn a little bit too fast. It's about applying to work at every place under the sun, getting your first job, and then working up the nerves to cancel all of the other interviews. It's about the first solo trips to the doctor's office and even the trips to the deep, dark depths of the world, the DMV. It's about deciding that you've studied enough for that test and deserve a treat. It's about staring at your computer and wondering if your calculus teacher is out to get you or if you're just not that good at math. It's about the newfound independence that comes with having to talk to customer services on your own. I realized that growing up is about following example, and despite a freshman mistaking me for one of them, setting an example of my own. Growing up is about carving a path that you will continue to shape after high school. When I applied to college last fall, I was convinced that the $40 application fee was my ticket to adulthood. However, I suddenly didn't feel like an adult. I was terrified of the future because the future was much more grown up than anything I had ever done before. I suddenly realized that I hadn't grown up because I still had so much more life to live. It was then that I decided that I still had time. There was still time to make silly mistakes, try to learn from them, and then make them again. There was still time to play outside with my sister while she still considered me the coolest person in the world. There was still time to make plans with my friends and forget that frozen yogurt is priced by weight. There was still time to discover, to explore, and to understand the world that was growing up with me. Winnie the Pooh once said, "Sometimes the littlest things take up the most room in your heart." So here's my advice to you. Don't always be so focused on doing the big grown-up thing. Use that new word incorrectly, send a poorly formatted email, buy that unnecessary gadget, and take the wrong turn. Leave 10 minutes early and somehow manage to still be 10 minutes late. Hold on tight to your friendships and give people a second chance. When you look back on your childhood, you are going to remember how excited you were to grow up. And soon, you are going to wish you had stayed a kid a little bit longer. My hope in giving this speech is that you all realize that being grown up doesn't have to be scary, and it certainly doesn't have to happen today. Getting older is inevitable, so don't stress it too much. Thankfully, you won't have to go back to the DMV until you're 21. You are all about to walk across the stage and receive your diploma. I think that's enough growing up for today. And if no one has told you yet, congratulations on graduating. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. As we continue the ceremony, I'd like to turn our attention to students listed in the program as National Honor Society students. These students also wear the white NHS stole. The National Honor Society is an organization that has been promoting student leadership since 1921. Students are approved for membership as a junior or senior by continually demonstrating strong scholarship, leadership, character, and service. NHS students consistently show up for DeSoto High School and for their peers and are a great example of what it means to be a Wildcat. Would the members of the DeSoto High School National Honor Society please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please welcome to the stage our next senior speaker, Miss Addison King.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Addison King. Today marks a significant moment in our lives, one we've been looking forward to for a long time, and yet standing here now, it feels a little bittersweet. For years, graduation always seems so far away, but now that we've reached it, it's time to end this chapter of our lives and start a new one. We didn't get here by accident. Each of us made it to this moment through hard work, perseverance, and determination. There were long nights, early mornings, moments of doubt, and times when giving up might have felt easier. As we sit here in these final moments before we officially graduate, many of us have been asked the same question. What are you going to do next? It's a question that follows us everywhere, at family gatherings and conversations with teachers, even in our own thoughts. And while it's an important question, I don't think it's the most important one. The real question we should be asking ourselves is, who am I going to be? Because in the end, our lives won't be defined only by the jobs we have, the degrees we earn, or the titles we hold. They'll be defined by our character, by how we treat people, how we respond to challenges, and how we choose to show up every single day. As we all go our separate ways, I hope we stay focused on the kind of people we are becoming. Because who we become isn't decided all at once or in one big moment. It's shaped over time by the choices we make every day. It's shaped by the people we surround ourselves with, the ones who encourage us, challenge us, and push us to be better. And it's shaped by how we wake up and choose to see the world every day, whether we let challenges hold us back or use them as reasons to grow. I hope you choose to be around people who bring out the best in you and that you strive to do the same for them, that you face new experiences with an open mind and make the best of every situation you're in. Because becoming the person you want to be happens when you continue to learn, to grow, and to let your actions reflect your values. As we take our next steps, whether that's college, careers, the military, or something entirely different, I hope we remember the classrooms where we learned, the friendships that shaped us, the teachers who believed in us, and the small moments that somehow meant everything. These past few years have changed us. They've pushed us, tested us, and helped us grow into the people we are today. But more importantly, they have prepared us for the people we are becoming. However, high school was never meant to be the peak of our lives. It was just the beginning of our story, a chapter that helped shape us, but not one that will define us. Years from now, the details of these days may blur, but the people we shared them with never will. We will remember the friends who made us laugh, the people who supported us, and the moments that slowly shaped us into who we are. Through every conversation, challenge, and memory, we were growing, not just as students, but as people. So as we step into whatever comes next, let's carry those memories with us, and most importantly, let's carry the belief that we are capable of becoming whoever we choose to be. Because the truth is, life won't always go according to plan. There'll be moments when you feel lost, discouraged, or unsure of yourself, but those moments won't define us. How we respond to them will. Character is built in the moments when things are difficult, when we choose to keep going, even when it would be easier to quit. So don't let challenges convince you that you are incapable. Don't let fears stop you from trying something new or going after your goals. In years from now, I hope we can all look back and say that we became people who worked hard, treated others with respect, faced challenges with strength, and stayed true to ourselves no matter where life took us. And as we reflect on these past 4 years, we can recognize how much they've changed us. We can cringe at some of the things we said, the trends we followed, or the moments we thought were the end of the world. We can laugh at the awkward phases, the late-night stress over assignments, and the small dramas that once felt so big. But more importantly, we can smile when we remember the moments that truly mattered. The friendships that felt like family, the times we couldn't stop laughing, the games we didn't think we could win, and the memories that made all of it worthwhile. Because at the time, those moments may have seemed ordinary, but looking back, we'll realize they were shaping us in ways we didn't fully understand. The challenges we faced taught us resilience. The people around us taught us the importance of support. And the experiences we shared prepared us for whatever comes next. Because in the end, success won't only be measured by where we go in life, but the kind of person we become along the way. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Addison, and well done. Our next recognition is the announcement of our honor graduates. These students have set an extremely high standard for scholastic excellence and have modeled consistency and hard work. Students with a 7-semester cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.79 are acknowledged as cum laude graduates and are designated by a white cord. The class of 2026 has 34 students with this distinction. Would the cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Students with a 7-semester cumulative GPA of 3.8 to 3.99 are acknowledged as magna cum laude graduates and are designated by a silver cord. The class of 2026 has 32 students with this distinction. Would the magna cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Students with a 7-semester GPA of 4.0 or higher are acknowledged as summa cum laude graduates and are designated by a gold cord. The class of 2026 has 50 students with this distinction. Would the summa cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Lastly, we are going to recognize our Kansas Governor Scholars, which includes attaining a 7-semester GPA within the top 1% of the DeSoto High School senior class of 2026. Logan Lackey, Micah Morozov, and Yuha Kim, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please welcome our next senior speaker to the stage, Ms. Avery Noble.
Hello everyone, family, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Avery Noble. I think it's kind of crazy that we are all sitting here right now. A day that we have talked about for so many years is actually here, and yet it still doesn't feel completely real. 1 minute we were figuring out our schedule as freshmen, walking into a building that felt way too big, trying to find our classes and wondering if we would ever get the hang of it. And now we are sitting here at graduation. As I was thinking back about what to say today, I kept coming back to something that I learned in my leadership class this year. It was simple, but it stuck with me more than I expected. It was about a candle. Mr. Roby said that if you have a candle that is lit, and then you use that flame to light someone else's, their flame doesn't take away from yours. Instead, your own flame burns even brighter. High school was not always easy. There were stressful days when everything felt like too much. Days when it felt like you were alone and had to figure everything out on your own. And moments when it was easy to compare yourself to others or feel like you weren't doing enough. There were times when plans didn't work out, when we failed something we really cared about, or when things just didn't go the way that we thought that they would. And in these moments, it was easy to feel stuck or discouraged. But when I think back to all of that, that's not what I remember most about high school. I remember the people. I remember the teachers who stayed after school just to help us understand something that we didn't get, like Mr. Sharp, a science teacher, helping me with a math lesson that I was struggling with. I remember the friends who made a bad day turn around just by being there. I remember my parents who supported me every single day, and I remember the small things that made a big difference, helping with homework, sharing notes, or simply sitting next to someone who looked like they needed a friend. Those moments might not seem big at the time, but they do mean a lot. Those are the moments where we are lighting each other's candles without even realizing it. And what stands out to me is that no one lost anything in the process. Instead, we all ended up better because of it. That's something I hope we don't forget after today. Life isn't going to slow down after this. If anything, it's just going to speed up. There will always be something next, whether it's another goal, another responsibility, or something to worry about, which makes it easy to overlook the moments that do truly matter. But often, it's the small moments, the people who support us, the people who encourage us, and the people who simply show up for us that shape us the most. So don't take those moments for granted. Say yes to opportunities, say yes to new experiences, and say yes to even the smallest, most random things like going to McDonald's after a game. Because a lot of the time, those unexpected moments end up meaning more to us than we realize at the time. And we take the time to show up for each other, listen, or simply be there for someone, we are lighting their candle, and our own light shines brighter too. The connections we make and the kindness we share stay with us far longer than we realize. And as we all move into this next chapter of our lives, I hope we continue to carry that mindset with us. We can still choose to be the people who show up for others, who support each other, and who make space for people instead of shutting them out. Because it doesn't take a lot to make an impact. Sometimes it's just a conversation, sometimes it's a little encouragement at the right time, and sometimes it's just choosing to be kind when it would have been easier not to be. Those small things matter more than we realize, because years from now, we probably won't remember every assignment or every test score, but we will remember how the people we were surrounded by made us feel. We will remember who showed up for us, and we will remember who helped light our candle when we needed it the most. So, as we leave here today, I hope that we can carry that with us. Be the person who lights someone else's candle. Be the person who encourages instead of compares. And be the person who makes others feel like they belong. Because success isn't just about how far you go on your own, it's also about how many people you impact along the way. Class of 2026, we made it, and we made it together. Thank you to everyone here who helped us get to this moment. And congratulations, graduates. Let's go do something great with the light we have been given.
First, I want to disclaim that Avery was unaware that I was going to ask her to stay on stage with me when she was done speaking. So this is a surprise to her. That said, I don't want to embarrass her too much, so I'm going to make this quick while also providing the recognition she deserves. Each year, the faculty at DeSoto High School choose a student who models dedication, leadership, academic excellence, care for others, and ultimately an attitude of service and selflessness. The award is given in honor of and on behalf of Marietta Copeland, who served DeSoto High School as choir director for 48 years, from 1968 to 2016. While she couldn't attend today, I thought it was appropriate to acknowledge that she dedicated her life to serving and inspiring others. It is in that spirit that the 2026 Marietta Copeland Student Service Award winner is presented to Ms. Avery Noble. Congratulations. I have a plaque. There is an award for me to give to her, but it's too windy, and I don't want to take any chances. At this time, and to continue the theme of service, I want to acknowledge our graduates who will be joining the military. Your service, sacrifice, and carrying forward a tradition of pride in country are truly appreciated. Those members of the class of 2026 who will be serving in a branch of the United States military, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome to the stage our faculty speaker chosen by the class of 2026, Mr. Mike Murphy.
Hello, class of 2026, and greetings. And greetings to all those in attendance to celebrate this wondrous occasion. Completion of your high school career signifies a major transition in your lives. It just so happens that I'm going through a significant transition in my life as well, so I can somewhat relate to how you feel. It is always bittersweet to leave a place you love and where you've established a level of comfort. But it is also exciting to embark on a new journey. I am so thankful for the time that we spent together, and it's an honor to have this opportunity to share a few thoughts with you today as we turn the page to the next chapter of our lives. I guess the general expectation is for the faculty speaker to share a few words of advice or wisdom in their speech, But I would like to take a slightly different approach and share how I have been inspired by you. To begin, I would like to acknowledge the dedication and commitment you have exhibited not just to your own self-improvement, but to the progress of this school and community. Your countless hours of community service, as well as fundraising efforts, have made a positive impact on the lives of numerous people, and those efforts do not go unnoticed. Next, we all know that the relationships you form in life matter. And I have witnessed that you value friendship and camaraderie as much as any class I can remember. You sincerely care for each other and support each other whenever help is needed. I speak for our entire faculty when I say we sensed that bond and shared in that camaraderie. And it helped to make each day at DeSoto High School exceptional. I once heard a philosopher say, or explain the meaning of life by saying, we are all here just to help each other get through it. I know you have truly relished your time together during these high school years and will value the relationships you have fostered for many more years to come. Speaking of time, a school day can feel endless when going from class to class and learning content that may or may not seem interesting or relevant to your lives. But you rarely failed to keep a positive attitude, and you always demonstrated sincere gratitude for the efforts of your teachers and classmates. You understand the importance of not taking a good thing for granted, and for that, I would like to return the gratitude and thank you for making DHS such a special place. In addition to your thoughtfulness, I have also been impressed with your energy, not just for learning, but for life. Your engagement in lessons, extracurricular activities, and school events was truly extraordinary. The energy you put forth day after day has become a rare commodity in this modern world of technology and online platforms that threaten to distract us from what is truly important. We all know that we are all aware that there are energy takers and energy givers in this world. And your ability to inject energy into life is a trait that will serve you well as you navigate the future. I can only hope that you feel that we here at DHS matched your energy and became worthy of the roles we played in this chapter of your lives. To conclude my thoughts today, I would like to share a quote about life that I've always found intriguing. Yogi Berra, that is the baseball player, not the bear, but shout out to anyone in the audience who remembers either of these famous yogis. Well, Yogi Berra, he had many quirky sayings, but one in particular has stuck with me. He once said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. There will be many paths you follow in life, and each of them will lead you on a unique adventure. Always stay focused on the positive aspects of each decision you make. There really are no wrong choices, just experiences from which we learn and grow. Every experience plays a role in shaping who we are and molding us into more balanced and resilient people. Go forth and adventure, class of 2026. You will be missed and you will be remembered.
Just gotta give up. Hold on, almost there. Gonna fix this real quick. There we go. All right. Now, we approach the moment you've all been waiting for. Upon certification that these students have met the graduation requirements established by USD 232 and the state of Kansas, and on behalf of the USD 232 Board of Education, it is our distinct privilege to recognize each graduating member of the DeSoto High School class of 2026. Seniors, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Riley Shea Hernandez. Brett Nicholas Chance. Elijah James Hoschi. Yarsley Elena Acosta. Hasiel Acosta Trujillo. Austin Daniel Ainley. Lauren Elise Allred. Alonzo Alvarez Sanchez. Brody Keith Augustine. Jarvis Augustus Avila. Matthew Aaron Barber. Samantha Jolie Bartholomew. William David Beach. Caden William Benson. Brant Allen Bertram. Braylon Marie Billinger. Braden Jonathan Burke. Colton Ray Burke. Mason Christopher Blackley. Jordan Elaine Bodie. Tanner Robert Brace. Jesse Leo Brown. Macy Claire Brown. Kaylee Dawn Brummett. Josiah Dean Bunselmeyer. London Patrick Birch. Rogan Walker Burns. Sebastian Carlos Del Real. Gabriel Carrillo Escobedo. Damian Ali Carrillo Mora. Kayla Marie Carroll. Owen Luke Carver. Willis Jordan Case. Kylie Suzanne Caudell. Amelia Sandra Kaler. Daisy Lisbeth Cervantes Coronado. Colin James Champlin. Ali Hassan Chima. Shaylee Aline Christian. Zoe Jane August Church. Sydney Quinn Sonato. Isaac Angel Cisneros. Anthony Charles Clays. Logan Thomas Clark. Sadie Isabella Clark. Jack Owen Cole. Xander Thomas Combs. Ronan Michael Conley. Carson Lee Cosgrove. Emerson Claire Crabtree. Nate Dylan Creason. Adrian Renee Crook. Lydia Noel Cross. Curtis Wyatt Dabbs. Jordan Taylor Darris Walsh. Kiefer Lucas Davis. Lita Katarina Davis. Caitlin Claire Dybert. Christian Michael Dickinson. Ethan Mark Dobson. Valentine Dorado. Donovan William Doherty. Micah Dale Douglas. Caden Brooks DePriest.
Atlee Jake Edenfield. Eli Joseph Elsner. Anna K. English. Emily May English. Riley Danielle Erickson. Luke Aaron Espy. Samantha Jo Estes. Alexandra Pate Fondre. Samuel Martin Fennell. Wesley Sander Flagor. Arabella Jade Flanagan. Matthew Lee Fling. Keegan Joseph Flynn. Trenton Allen Foged. Riley Miller Ford. Olivia Jane Frick. Rakaya Fuller. Peyton Greer Gobb. Tanya Selena Gamboa Gomez. Andres Alexander Garcia. Ella Caroline Gary. Hayden Thomas Gianforte. Addison Marie Gillespie. Trenton James Goff. Michaela Marie Gochin. Dayanara Natalie Gonzalez. Gabriel Dane Green. Eliana Faith Gress. Kylie Ann Groves. Addison Grace Gully. Dawson Lee Guy. Reese Abigail Halverson. Olivia Kathleen Hamer. Justin Allen Hamill. Carson J. Hanley. Evelyn Chang Hanna. Viviana Haro. Ashley Paola Haro Diaz. Vastine Haro Padilla. Evelyn Samantha Haro Rondon. Michaela James Harris. Gunnison Elder Hastings. Cole Anthony Hawkins. Christiana Marie Headley. Hunter William Hedberg. Abigail Faye Heinisch. Maddie Jane Hellerick. Brock Cooper Hendrick. Savannah Kathleen Hendry. Sunny Regan Hicks. Gabriel August Hilker. Madeline Grace Hilaire. Kobe Xander Hurd. Brody Craig Hoffman. Kian Ryan Hopkins. Maria Isabel Hudson. Peyton Scott Hughes. Tatum Riley Hughes. Aspen Grace Hutchings. Dominic Xavier Irwin. Thaddeus Owen James. Lena Ray Jernigan. Riley K. Johnson. William Joseph Jones. Austin Dale Kelly. Casey Allen Kelly. Nora Rose Kelly. Sasha Ruby Chemnitz. Paige Taylor Kerr. Kingston Scotty Kamdarapan. Arzella Lynn Kiewit. Yuha Kim. Addison Lee King. Noah Anthony Kisner. Chloe Brett Kamichek. Jacob Asher Napich. Madeline Rhea Knuth. Austin Joseph Collis. Josie Sue Kroll. Tanner Jacob Creer. Logan Joseph Lackey. Jaden Douglas Lamar. Abraham Josue Landeros. Emily Marie Lawson. Bin Soon Lee. Savannah Ann Lewis. Alana Litsky. Keegan Dean Lindsay. Blake Lauren Liniger. Olivia Ann Loner Stanley. Tila Roche Lusk. Caroline Joy Maish. Jacob Christopher Mall. Logan Scott Mall. Kennedy Joe Malone. Hannah Grace Manthe. Sebastian Marquez Lemus. Bennett McCrae Martin. Nicholas Alexander Maskell. Sophia Paige Mateo. Cameron Reed McCarty. Sienna Marie McCracken. Okay. Chase Benjamin McDonald. Alyssa June McNamee. Luke Benjamin McGee. Brooke Elizabeth Murmis. Elizabeth Agnes Meyer. Evan Scott Meyer. Paige Meyer. Logan Anthony Miller. Kira Grace Minahan. Madeline May Mitchell. Micah Morozov. Reese Rosemary Moss. Braden Patrick Mullen. Devin Matthew Merle. John Michael Musati. Addison Grace Myers. Gavin Christopher Napier. Dylan Michael Narayan. Madeline Grace Nealand. Dane Alexander Newland. Ethan Alexander Nickel. Avery Elaine Noble. Jacob Floyd Norman. Adeline Evans Oberly. Maya Amy O'Brien. Isabel Lena Olson. Kyle Patrick O'Rourke. Crew Cannon Oswald. Skylar Rose Parker. Alexis Ann Patterson. Carson Jacob Patterson. Samantha Ann Pedley. Aiden Patrick Penka. Kaylee Elizabeth Peterson. Carmen Denise Pichardo. Sam Dawn Porras. Aiden Portillo. Nathan D'Amico Powell. Jackson Shane Perky.
Layla Renee Rainey. Drew Rebar. Ethan Lewis Reikley. Vivian May Riss. Angel Rivera Villaneda. Ian Rocha Luna. Brayson Andrew Mark Rogers. Brian Salas Flores. Enrique Sanchez. Quinn Liam Schmidt. Isaac James Schrader. Ashley Paige Scott. Ryan Christopher Seck. Brandon Julian Cerna. Cadence Joy Shrout. Ashton Scott Smith. Cora Kate Smith. Michael Reese Smith. Grayson Nicole Speck. Lillian Jane Spar. Dalton Michael Springer. Terry Joseph Spurlock. Margaret Catherine Stelzer. Jeremiah Lee Stenberg. Abigail Grace Storm. Bria Catherine Sumter. Luke William Swanson. Jillian Susan Sweeney. Mary Crosby Taylor. Kayla Michelle Tolley. Chase Edward Triana. Maya Louise Tuttle. Lucas Scott Van Allen. Brenna Lorene Vanlerberg. Emily Elizabeth Vielhauer. Giovanni Villa Meza. Mark Vogt. Connor Lee Vogt. Luke Andrew Vogt. Abigail Breck Wagner. Tanner James Waite. Carrie Ann Wallace. Charlotte Rose Wallen. Ava Jean Waller. Chloe Caroline Weber. Jackson Thomas Whitten. Bo Vernon Wegman. Desiree Ann Wills. Tatum Michelle Wilson. Nolan Christopher Wise. Xavier Julian Woodruff.
Let's make some noise for the class of 2026. Graduates, before I welcome Sienna to close the ceremony, I want to share a few quick thoughts, and then she will be getting you out of here as soon as possible. First, I want to talk about balance. Here's an example. Patience is often most described as a positive trait, and I agree, it usually is. But if I take patience to its extreme, I would just chill. I wouldn't do anything at all, because I'm just being patient. So teachers, next time a procrastinating student wears you down mentally, just remember, they're demonstrating great patience. But jokes aside, the balance I want to leave you thinking about sits on a scale ranging from self-doubt on one hand and arrogance on the other. The thing that keeps them both in check is humility. Although there's a difference between confidence and arrogance, they start to blur together real quick if you forget to stay humble or if you take your life for granted. It's important to note that for many of you, misguided confidence is not the issue. For many of you, too much humility can feed self-doubt. If you're sitting out there second-guessing yourself, or if you feel like you're uncertain about your next steps, or if you feel like you haven't found your gifts, I want to challenge you to stop feeling that way. You're here. You've earned enough confidence to enjoy the ride for a while and just take whatever step is next. And as the ancient Greek philosopher Dory from the movie Finding Dory so wisely stated, just keep swimming. Actually, I prefer Mr. Murphy, who said, go forth and adventure. Both great philosophers, I'll take Mr. Murphy over Dory every time. Whatever it is you do next, just remember, once a wildcat, always a wildcat. As a graduate of the 107th class of DeSoto High School, you are in select company. We're proud of you, and thank you for making DeSoto High School a special place. Families and guests, we're about to end the ceremony with the traditional changing of the tassels. Before we do, please allow all of the graduates to leave the field completely before you exit the bleachers. You can meet your graduate after they pick up their diplomas from the baseball field. Graduates, remember, we file out of the stadium in our rows. We will go back rows first. Now it is my honor to invite Sienna McCracken to the stage to complete the commencement ceremony for the DeSoto High School class of 2026.
This past year, I had the incredible opportunity to serve as both a member of Student Council and as a part of the DeSoto High School Leadership Program. It is my privilege to perform the changing of the tassel ceremony, which symbolizes the change from student to graduate. Class of 2026, please move your tassel from the right to the left. It is our honor to present to you the graduated class of 2026. Go Wildcats!
Let's go driving on this highway. Let me wander far and wide.